Hello! In today's Archaeoscoop, my top 3 headlines are as follows. Headline number 1 comes from Utah and a site called, Site 13, near to the Canyonlands National Park. It seems that 1,200 years ago, or thereabouts, people were living fairly simple, farming lifestyles, but they were also eating chocolate. This find of imported cocoa beans coming from orchards thousands of kilometres away is forcing archaeologists to rethink their assumptions about the interactions and therefore trade networks between the southwest of the United States and Mesoamerica at that time. It's a very exciting find, and also, frankly, who doesn't like hearing about chocolate? So for more on that story, check out headline number 1. Headline number 2, I've chosen to highlight a very interesting video actually, which has come from the British Museum, where they are opening an exhibit exploring the arrival of the modern mind, or so they are calling it. By looking at Ice Age art, they're able to chart sort of a cognition, an interaction between material and mind, which results in artwork around 40,000 KYA in Europe. So it's a very interesting exhibition. Obviously most people, including myself, won't necessarily get a chance to go and see it, but if you do get a chance, do have a look. And if not, just check out the video, which is headline number 2. Headline number 3 is actually is to do with a story which I believe I featured in the last Archaeoscoop, if not the one before, where there was a story going round that a Harvard geneticist, specifically George Church, was looking to clone a Neanderthal child. He was, quote, looking for an adventurous human female to see the project through. This has led to him being compared to, for example, mad scientists in Jurassic Park and any number of other science fiction stories, and obviously got the attention of various people and probably scientific and church leaders around America as well. And he's been receiving lots of comments and questions. And he actually is rather worried. This has led him to be rather concerned at the state of scientific literacy in America, presumably, but also quite possibly the world. Now, I ran this story with one eyebrow raised, or rather I put a link to that story with one eyebrow raised, thinking, first of all, just the ethical considerations are, off the chart. But also, in this instance, he's actually saying that perhaps people really, or rather there should be now a consideration as to whether or not people are given the tools in school and potentially even in university to actually discern what is true from what is false, what is someone theorising from what is actually someone trying to get some funding or maybe even get an experiment started, what is theoretical and what is fantastical. So this is an interesting story to sort of come out of that, actually, that he's rather concerned at the results of simply him theorising about the difficulties actually in trying to clone a Neanderthal child. So that's well worth having a read, actually, and I think, I suspect, or rather so I think, and therefore hope, not suspect, that this should and could lead to a broader debate about how science is taught to children and indeed young adults, but who knows. So there you go, check out headline number 3 for more on that. For all those news stories and indeed the rest of the news stories from the past couple of days, check out the links in the underbar below. Lots of interesting news stories there, and it was actually, once again, as ever, it was quite hard picking my top 3. So enjoy those, and until next time, bye bye.